Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Totalbiscuit from CynicalGrid.com and the YouTube channel Total Halibut. And I've got to be honest, this is one of the games I've really wanted to get hands on with, so I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to do that right now. It's by Red 5 Studios. It is, of course, the game that you guys have been requesting over and over again on the channel. It is Firefall, and I am absolutely honored to be with the lead class designer, the one and only Dave Williams. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Excited to have you guys here with us.
Right, so what we're going to do is Dave's going to show us Firefall, and he's going to walk us through all of the features, and then we're going to get some hands-on time. So Dave, take it away.
Well, starting off, as I'm guessing some of you guys know, Firefall is an online action shooter. We're showing off here at Gamescom one of our the new PvP map that hasn't been seen before. This is called Orbital Comm Tower, and the game type is Sabotage, known as Attack and Defend in many games. The attackers have 10 minutes to take all 3 points, and then you switch sides and try and do it faster than the other guys. Right now I'm reviving my teammate who got killed, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unpleasant.
Yes, indeed. Firefall has a variety of classes, and you only need one character to play all of those classes.
Okay.
Right now I'm wearing the Assault Battle Frame, obviously known for its offense. This plasma cannon that I use, and every one of these weapons also has an alt fire, so I've got the plasma cannon. I also have a scatter shot that I can use to some effect. That was good. And as well as the primary weapon that everybody has, everyone's got a backup weapon. These secondary weapons are shared between the classes, so really anyone can use them.
Oh, looks very, very low. There you go. Fantastic.
And besides the weapons, you also have a variety of abilities you have access to, like Afterburner, which is going to launch you across that gap there. And if they were to come closer, I'd be able to use my probably my favorite ability called Crater. You pretty much drop death from above on your enemies.
Yeah, anything called Crater, as far as I'm concerned, is something I want to be using a lot.
Clearly. So, as I said, there's a variety of battle frames you can choose from. We've got 3 here at the show that we're showing. This is the Assault. There's also the Medic and the Recon. This is the Recon over here. Obviously, is our sniper class, specializing in long-range combat. And unfortunately, it looks like my team is missing out on the Medics, which means we have 0 support, and we're going to start dying more frequently.
You know that happens an awful lot, regardless of which game you're playing.
It really does, although I have to tell you, I love our Medic. In particular, in this build, we have a very offensive-minded Medic. He has a defibrillator that he can use both offensively, both offensively or to...
Speaking of offensive.
Yes, exactly. Both offensively or to revive his teammates instantly. He's got a healing wave, which he can use to heal his teammates or to knock his opponents away. And he's got an adrenaline ability, which he can use to really jack up his speed and movement. In fact, since we don't have any medics on the team, I'm going to switch over here. You can go to any one of these battle frame stations and switch at any time.
Instantly.
You're going to find him in all the spawn rooms. You're going to find him in town in the open world. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Assault is definitely one of our slower classes when you're wearing that much armor. All right, so my team has held off the attack for 10 minutes, and now we have 10 minutes to take all 3 attack points on the other side as the attackers.
Fantastic.
So we'll be switching up.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about how this works as an MMO.
Well, certainly Firefall has a lot of MMO properties. We like to think of it first and foremost as a shooter. This is not an MMO to which we added guns. Firefall is an online action shooter, and a shooter first, foremost, in all ways. Now, it absolutely does, and we're very, very happy with it, and we love these aspects of the MMO that we think are so important, with the persistence of world, persistence of character, progression of the character, as well as the community, so that when you find something cool, if you do something cool, you've got someone to share that with. Because it's just far more interesting in games to be doing stuff with your friends than to be doing it on your own. There's plenty of games out there to play by yourself, but
very true.
Obviously, the best part of these online games is playing them with your friends.
Absolutely.
So in terms of the MMO features that do exist in Firefall, here at the show we're showing off one of our esports PvP matches, PvP maps, I should say. But that's only one side of Firefall, the PvP side, the esports side. The other side, of course, is a large open world with lots of co-op PvE gameplay. And, of course, that's one of the places you're going to be able to do a lot of character progression. You're going to be leveling each one of these battle frames individually, and you only need the one character to do that. And then whenever you go to a battle frame station, you'll be able to pick any one of the loadouts you've created, which is a set of gear that you've put together for a specific purpose.
Ah, okay.
So you can have multiple assault loadouts, multiple medic loadouts, or whatever.
Now, is this the kind of game where you are going to be dealing with the idea of loot, or is it something that you simply earn as you go up in levels?
No, there absolutely is gear that you'll be finding. So you'll be finding different weapons with different alt fires. You'll be finding different battle frames with different modules in them, which provide speed bonuses or jump jet strength bonuses or, oh goodness, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
There's defensive bonuses and automatic regeneration and probably 15 or ability cooldown reductions and all sorts of things like that. So there's lots and lots of different battle frame modules, as well as a variety of weapon modules such as rate of fire, ammo clip size, reload speed, and all sorts of things. Obviously, you know, as many of these advantages that you can think of, we can pretty much put in. We've spent an awfully long time building the tools for this game so that we'll be able to make lots and lots of abilities, lots and lots of new areas, and so on.
So you're mentioning PvE gameplay, which to me also indicates that we're going to go against a variety of bosses, perhaps?
Well, we think, obviously, we're going to have, like I said, the big open world. In terms of dungeon-style encounters, we're not looking at any of those for launch, but that's absolutely stuff that we have built while we're testing and are capable of adding to the game. One of the things we're really excited about is for Firefall is that as an online service, more even so than just a game, we're going to be talking to our players and finding out what it is that they want to see after launch. If what they want to see is dungeons with big bosses, we'll make dungeons with big bosses. Absolutely. Yeah. So it's frankly one of the exciting things about the free-to-play space is that you really have the opportunity to develop the game in the direction that the players want.
Yeah, you were talking about the free-to-play model, and how is that going to apply to Firefall? What kind of benefits will you get if you decide to use RMT in the game?
Absolutely. Well, one of the things we like to really be very specific about is that Firefall is a completely free-to-play game. A lot of people use free-to-play a little loosely. Firefall is going to be free to download, free to play, no monthly fees. You're not going to pay for new content. You're not going to pay to play different classes, anything like that. Our game store is going to be focused on aesthetics items and convenience items. We're not going to be paying for big guns or anything along those lines.
No pay to win.
Exactly. Firefall is a skill-based game. Obviously, you can tell this is not a situation where you just select a target and then press a button to inflict damage on your target. Yeah. This is a skill-based game. You have to put your crosshairs on the other guy and pull the trigger. And we don't want to diminish the skill of the game through the game store.
Okay. What kind of clan functionality or indeed guild or outfit functionality are you putting into this game to encourage people to group together and actually play as a persistent combat unit?
Well, we call our units armies, and you'll be getting together with other members of your army to go out in the open world and collect resources. Obviously, you'll be going into the PvP matches together. Yep. We'll be having tournaments and ladders and such for those sorts of things. Let's see, what haven't we shown off here? How about some recon action? Yeah. Absolutely. And when you do that, you'll be wearing a battle frame that's flying your army's colors. You'll have an insignia for your army that will be shown off during the matches. And then when your army goes out and collects those resources, or they earn special rewards on the PvP maps. Dang it, missed. Then.
Commentating and playing is
hard,
as a lot of developers have discovered at Gamescom.
Three things at the same time.
It's pretty tricky.
Especially when you're jump jetting and flying and using abilities and guns all at the same time. And hacking the final point. It looks like we've got about 5 minutes left to finish here, so goodbye.
Now that is what I'm talking about. That is pro skills right there. Commentating, being interviewed, and sniping a couple of guys off.
We aim to please. I'm going to drop a mine on the hack terminal there so that they have a harder time getting it back. Oh, good, I'm dead, so I can actually talk now.
Cool.
So when your army goes into battle like this, you'll be flying the colors of your army on your battle frame. You'll be seeing my army versus your army. It looks very much like a sports match in that regard, and we've managed to win.
Awesome.
And then when you take those resources back to town, back to the open world, you'll go to town, you'll go to the refinery, you'll refine them into usable materials, which you'll use to advance your army's tech tree and gain access to new equipment, new vehicles, new call downs, maybe a mortar or a mortar strike, orbital strike from above, and those sorts of things. Basically unlocking new capabilities for your army.
Okay, and is that the kind of thing that's going to be exclusive to armies, or the Lone Wolf guy is going to be able to access things like this?
Lone Wolf guy is absolutely going to be able to access it. There is going to be a personal tech tree in addition to the army tech tree.
Oh, very nice. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Fantastic stuff. That's a good overview of Firefall, and hopefully when we get into the next match, we're going to get a bit hands-on, and we'll see how it feels.
Yeah, absolutely. Next round, we'll let you take a swing there. We'll mention that we are right now in our closed friends and family beta.
Yep.
Rolling out next month, we're going to start inviting people from our forums. So anyone who's interested in trying out the beta can go to our forums and sign up there. And then over time, each month, we'll be inviting new people as well as giving invites to anyone who's already in to give to their friends and roll out that way, a little bit like how Google does
absolutely.
Gmail.
Good way to do the beta, and no doubt the channel will be covering that in great detail. That should be good, I think. Yep. YouTube.com/TotalHalibut. If you're watching this video, you're already there. If you've picked this up off Reddit or Dig, does Dig even exist anymore? We'll go with Dig, yep. Anything like that, then yes, this is on Total Halibut channel. We're bringing you Gamescom coverage. Right, okay. It's about time for me to
now
try
the
and
turn is yours.
Yep, I'm going to duck under the camera, do a little bit of limbo right here. Not tread on my cables if it's all possible.
I'm not so good at ducking, but I will try.
It's okay, we'll edit it out, it's not a problem.